Ahoy there crewmates, welcome to Hidden Deep, a game where you live out your spelunking fantasies. You will find yourself rappelling or abseiling, climbing, shooting, exploring, operating and grappling in this 2D horror title. The backdrop to this game is strikingly similar to Barotrauma. In fact, the characters almost look like they're in the same default skins. These similarities raise a lot of questions about what universe Hidden Deep is in, but more on that later. Hidden Deep will see you take control of a variety of characters to solve complex and challenging puzzles, involving finding items, locations, and moving heavy machinery into position to go deeper underground. The exploration of levels is where this game really stands out. This showcases two very different play speeds. On the one hand, you have to be tactical and slow and choose your positioning carefully. This is met with the complete opposite when you encounter monsters of the deep. They are hidden, spawn randomly, and are attracted to any noise that you make. They are a collection of hellish nightmares that crawl and fly erratically towards you at great speed. This immediately causes you to unload your weapons at high speed and kill anything that moves. These two speeds overlap each other and you easily forget the ramp up and ramp down. This really adds to the challenging and punishing nature of the game. Just when you think you have a puzzle mechanic or level design figured out, the game throws you a curveball, and you find yourself in new dangerous situations where the smallest slip results in your death. The level designs are long and winding, with lots of mini objectives to complete. Just when you open the door to the next section, there is another vent or flooded chamber between you and your objective. Beyond the expedition of exploration, each level is covered with enemies. You hear them constantly in every direction. The monsters truly are hellspawn. The long levels are overflowing with plenty of enemies to kill. They shriek and crawl with the most unholy of sounds. The game's soundtrack also deserves a mention here. It is the perfect single violin string of music. You can't identify a specific beat or melody. However, it adds to the horror narrative so perfectly. It fits like a glove and it keeps you on edge as you descend into the caves, the horrific creatures that lie in wait. The game also has some great subtle mechanics that add to its immediate charm. When you aim your weapon, there is automatically some strafe, so you do have to offset your weapon slightly. This strafe is also different between characters. Currently, the scout has the best accuracy, and well, the engineer, I couldn't hit anything with. This subtle attention to detail is what I really enjoy about playing games, and there's plenty of it scattered throughout Hidden Deep. To be honest, for an early access game, I don't have any major criticisms, and the two minor ones that I'm going to raise will probably just be fixed with time. These are as follows. Better UI indications of where to go. This is because on some levels there are multiple different routes, meaning it's difficult to understand what the core objective is. And my second point would be shortening the longer levels. However, I'm not sure how this will work when the co-op split screen gets released. My only comment here is some of the levels take 50 minutes plus to complete, which for me is a bit too long. And whilst this video is technically a review, I feel like sharing some of my gameplay recommendations as that will help with your experience. Number 1, look at the ceilings. I think this one is self-explanatory, but there are plenty of monsters hiding above, waiting to attack from the shadows. Number 2, aggressive scan balls. You can actually use scan balls to attack. You don't always need to go into new areas guns drawn. Send in your trusty drone instead to do the dirty work. Number 3, use your rifle first. Use your main rifle first over your pistol. This is because you cannot use your rifle when abseiling or rappelling. And having ammo left over for your pistol is a lifesaver when you're in these situations. Hopefully, these give you a better understanding of what to expect from the gameplay. Next, we have to address the fact that the game is in early access. You will have to expect bugs and some unpolished parts of the game. That being said, currently there is so much content to explore and there's plenty more on the way. I think in its current state, it even justifies its price tag. There are currently 10 levels you can play, with more challenges and co-op mode on the horizon. Which brings us to the conclusion of this early access review. This game could almost be a DLC to Barotrauma. The developers for Barotrauma released a statement saying that Hidden Deep technically isn't in the same universe, but they also left it open for a potential future crossover. I see a potential crossover where you have to explore caves to find items and unlock mysteries in order to proceed on Europa. Regardless, for Hidden Deep, I am hook, line, and sinker. For me, the one-liner for this game is Carrion, Deep Rock Galactic, Barotrauma, and GTFO had a baby, and it's a 2D spelunking horror survival game called Hidden Deep. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, peace. Before the outro video, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters. You mean the world to me and allow me to keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you.
Na na na.